You just killed somebody and you got off the stand. Are you feeling untouchable at this point? Are you feeling like you know,
we really
no one
felt
can?
high, yes. We felt great. We really felt great. We were on a roll. This is October of 1980. We won that case. And then the following year, Phil Testa got blown up.
How did that
Well,
happen?
first Ange got killed, naturally. And then Phil Testa was blown up.
Is this a nail bomb? Nail bomb
This is the nail bomb, making
Okay.
it look like it was the roofers that killed him. It goes back to Angelo Bruno, who got Tony Caponero to be his consigliere. And Tony actually didn't get along with Ange. He wanted to make money. He wanted to be the boss too. So he went to New York to complain about Ange, because he was friendly with the guys in New York and this Frank Thierry, and this fella told him, said, look, do what you got to do with Ange. Straighten it out, you know? So he took it where the guy was telling him to kill Angelo Bruno. So he set it up where John Stanford would drop the window, where they were parked out in front of Angelo Bruno's house. And as they were sitting there talking, Stanford lowered Ange's window and Tony hit him with a shotgun behind his head and killed him. And after that, everything went really crazy. We didn't know who did it, and everything really went bad.
Now, I've heard a lot of different versions of why Angelo got killed. What story do you know why he got killed?
He wanted to take over. He wanted to be the boss.
Got it.
That's
pretty much it.
That's it. Well, that, and by being the boss, you're going to have a ton of money coming in. He was shaking down Long John as soon as Ange was killed. He grabbed Long John, who was Angelo Bruno's big earner, because he was the drug dealer, and told him how much he wants, and asked him how much you make, how much you got coming in, and this is how much I want.
This is how much I want. You just got to give me what I want.
Yeah, that's it.
So what's he making at the time before he?
I tell you, they were selling that P2P from what we found out, and he came in 55-gallon drums. And contractors, cement contractors, would use it by throwing it in the concrete, from what I understand. They would make $500,000 on the 55-gallon drums. They would get the drums for nothing, because contractors didn't know what they were using it for by making P2P with it. And they were making a ton of money with it.
$500,000 per drum.
Yeah.
And how many drums were they moving?
A ton of them. I don't know. I mean,
A ton of them. You're not talking like...
a lot of them.
So you said when this happened, you said things got very ugly. What does that mean, things got very ugly?
Well, we didn't know who killed Ange. We wanted to find out. My uncle went to New York, sat down with guys. New York was really upset. Like, you know, boss is killed. The commission is saying, whoa, what's going on here? Who gave the okay for this? My uncle finally was trying to get everything together to find out what was going on. Phil Testa didn't go to New York. He was afraid to.
Why is that?
He didn't know anybody in New York.
Okay.
And my uncle was the guy, he knew everybody. So as he met with the Chin, Fat Tony, and everybody, trying to find out what happened, they called Frank Sindone up there to find out, and Ange's cousin.
Did they ever find out who did it?
They found out who did it. They finally called, I can't think of his name. All these things that we're talking about is the first time I'm thinking about them in a long time, man.
It's actually a good thing. It means that you've gone back to having a normal life. Like, these are not things that you talk about on a daily basis.
I never think about them.
You never think about them?
No, not at all. Not at all. Caponegro. So there's a meeting with Caponegro. They call him, the first time they call Caponegro, he don't show up. So my uncle's there waiting. They finally, okay, try and get a hold of him, they tell him to come. So they sent for him again, and they said, who gave you the okay to kill Ange? And he told them about Frank Thierry. He said, well, I talked to him, he gave me the okay. And he said, I didn't give you the okay, I just told you to straighten it out. I didn't tell you to kill him. So right there, they killed him. They took him, and they tortured him. They stuck $20 bills up his ass. Really gave him a tough way to die.
Now, was anybody playing games behind closed doors that somebody did manipulate him into taking him out?
They did, yeah.
Okay,
they
so
did
they
manipulate
played
him. Yeah, they played him to kill Ange because there was a big bookmaking business up in North Jersey that Thierry wanted a piece of. And with him out of the way, he had no problem taking it over.
If it was played and manipulated that he did it, then why take him out? Is it to say that it wasn't our call? It was somebody else that decided to do it?
Ange wasn't popular. He wasn't popular with the commission.
Who would he be close to? Was he a Paul Castellano type of guy where he was just a money guy, or?
Yeah, he was just a money guy. Carlo Gambino was his man. When Carlo Gambino died, he lost all his power, Ange. I mean, Castellano didn't like him. None of them guys really had any respect.
So it was coming. Everybody knew it was kind of coming.
Yeah.